She's a hoot.
She is a hoot. Exactly.
I follow you on Twitter, and yet I talk with you and you don't answer.
I don't. I'm not very good on Twitter. I got to be honest. I post, I tweet, I retweet. I'm guilty of it. There's only so many social platforms you can be engaged and be a mom and work.
Tony Toscano, Salt Lake City. There
we go.
No, we're already talking.
Okay, good. This is much better anyway.
I know. And I miss you. We did an interview for another series that you were on.
Yes.
Just recently.
Yeah.
And I just adore you.
Well, thank you.
You're an adorable person.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm back.
And you're glowing.
Thank you.
And finally, a movie about me, a series about me. We're talking The Messiah.
Yeah.
No, this is going to be one of those great water cooler series because people, you're seeing this and you're on one side of the fence or the other.
Yes,
I think, with this.
Exactly. And you have varying, you feel different with each episode. I mean, I think that's what's so fantastic about the show is that you, depending on what your own life experience is, you identify with, each of these characters or not, and you follow them over the course of the 10 episodes, and your opinions will change. Your perceptions of who these people claim to be or think they are will depend on what you think, what your own belief system is. So it's very self-reflective.
And I really think there's something, if I can, Twilight Zone-y about it.
Great.
Because there's twists going on that you're not expecting.
Yes.
And as it develops, it's like peeling an onion.
It is.
It gets more layers and more layers. And your character,
yes,
Ava, is just incredible. What a great character.
Thank you. Obviously that was something that, Michael Petroni was very thoughtful. He wrote a very, very layered character, and a woman that was incredibly complex and who lives in a very dogmatic way. Like, she's very unwavering in the way that she pursues her life, which is very black and white and right or wrong. And at the same time, she's living a very insular existence in a very, very isolated place in her life and going through a lot of trauma and have sacrificed a lot.
Yeah. And it's really interesting, as you say, a character that lives in this black and white kind of mental state coming up to a huge gray.
Yes.
And how she approaches that is...
Exactly, and I think that's the beauty of this man, is that he never calls himself a messiah. He doesn't do that at all. In fact, that's what people project upon him. And I think what's so great is that you see his interaction with every character. It forces every character and whatever they're searching for, whether it's the truth, as Eva is, or salvation or freedom, it forces them to look inside themselves and to see where in which they can help achieve that. And so he never claims to be anything.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because I think right now we need movies and series that are really intelligent. I mean, this takes its time with its arc.
Yes.
And it's not set up punchline, punchline, that kind of thing. It is, you have to watch all 10
Yes,
episodes.
Thank you for appreciating that.
I do when it comes by.
It is really hard. It's very thoughtful, and I think what is great is what you said. It is water cooler. My husband and I sat and it provokes conversation. You really want to dissect every single episode, and we did. And then we finished the series, and we were still talking about it and discussing it, a week later. So I encourage people to watch it together and not having it be just a singular, viewing experience. Like, watch it with your partner, your friend, your folks, like whatever it is, because your takeaways will all be undoubtedly different.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for your time. It premieres the 1st of New Year's Day.
Yes.
And everybody just watch all 10 episodes.
Exactly.
Just pull up a bunch of food.
That's right.
Don't even get out
get
of
your Bloody
pajamas.
Mary, sit down and binge the 10 eps.
Exactly. And please come to Sundance. I'll follow up somehow on Twitter, Instagram. I'll find you.
Okay, great.
But I adore you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Michelle. It's a
appreciate it.